Section of our tour. This is probably going to be too in. Is this the old curveball expression?
Yeah,
We've gone somewhere else. Hello and welcome to Chaturday Live. My name is Jay, and as you can obviously see, I'm not alone today. I'm joined by my co-host Ross. Hello, Ross.
How are we doing? Are you well?
I'm well, thank you very much.
Good man.
Welcome to a new version of Chaturday Live. Just a little bit of a backstory for those that are joining us. Chaturday Live was the home of mental health awareness and support. So I did a YouTube channel, Facebook channel. During lockdown, during COVID, obviously to keep everybody entertained, a little bit of light entertainment around Cumbria. We're bringing it back, but on a more bigger note, what we're doing is we're bringing entertainment, reviews, and banter.
We're going to try. Anyway.
We're going to try. We're going to do a bit of banter, bar banter. So this is what we call the Pubcast.
Pubcast.
So we're in our little pub in the garden, but to start it off, because it's a Pubcast, we're going to do some reviews of some beers that we've sourced locally. We'll get into that a little bit more. Like you say, this is a podcast. It's useful to hear it. We'll give you the descriptions as and when we go, the best we can. But there will be a video version available on YouTube and other social media networks. So yeah, what we're going to do, we're going to explain, give you a bit of a backstory of some of the beers that we've got in front of us. We're going to try them, give you our honest reviews, and at the same time, we're going to have a bit of a waffle and just talk about what's mainly going on in all of our lives. And hope you enjoy it. And if you're watching this or listening to it, please do get in touch, leave it in the comments, leave us a message, tell us what you want to review or talk about next time. We're always open to suggestions. And this is going to be a nice little regular thing. And like you say, I hope you enjoy it. And if you are local in the area and you've got a special set of skills, Liam Neeson style, would love to have you on the show as well. That'd be good. Something to chat about.
So that was very professional, Joe. Well done.
Thank you very much. Well, I practiced all last night. I was sitting there in front of the mirror. So we've got some beers in front of us. For the listeners, we're going to go through them. So we have, from my right, obviously for the cameras, left, we've got MOSAIC, Pale Ale. That's a 4% Pale Ale. We've got, is that MOWDY? MOWDY.
Yeah.
It's meant to be MOWDY, spelled MOWDY. Pale Ale. We've got
SCAFELL Blonde.
SCAFELL Blonde. That's 4.3%. We have the Great Corby. It's the
Great Corby Brewery. This is the Corby Blonde, and that's 4% as well.
And
light and floral, it says.
Light and floral.
And then the last one is from Great Corby Brewery as well, and it's a coffee milk stout, 4.7%.
So
smooth, creamy, and rich.
Have we inadvertently set those up in percentages really well?
Inadvertently, very much so.
So what we're going to do, we'll probably start from, I'll be honest now, straight off the bat, that coffee one is the one I'm not sure I'm looking forward to, because it says coffee. And we've had, me and you have tried a coffee brand, dark stout before, and I liked it. Irish stout, and I liked it. I really did like it. But like you say, it's each to their own. So what we're going to do
is it the word milk that's throwing you off?
Yeah. Yeah, probably. Yeah, now you say it, milk, coffee. Oh, it does sound a little bit weird. So if you're all right with it, what we're going to say, we're going to. Is it MOSAIC? Is it MOSAIC?
MOSAIC. Yeah.
MOSAIC. Sorry, pale ale, 4% from Hawshead Brewery. Right there. Lovely bottle design. It's 500ml, which is a pint.
Yeah, around about, yeah.
There or thereabouts. Let's see what it says. Brewed in Hawshead Brewery, Staveley, Cumbria, not far away from here. Contains barley and oats. I mean, I'm probably guessing that's a theme today. They'll mostly contain barley and oats. 4%, as I said, pale ale. So it doesn't really give you like what to expect flavour-wise. A very pale ale which showcases the amazing aromas and flavours of the MOSAIC hop. So MOSAIC hop is a thing, maybe.
Well,
that's why. There we go. We learned something new.
It's maybe why it got its name.
It's maybe why it got its name. So there again. Right. So I'll tell you what. I'll let you, as the guest, do the honours. We'll pop that one up and we'll do some beer porridge. Oh.
Oh, I should have tilted the glass.
Your beer porridge. Your skills are questionable. Lovely, we'll put a little bit in there. Right, so off the bat, we are, so it's light in colour.
Some would say pale.
Pale would be, pale, smells kind of nice. Do you know what, whenever I think of pale ale, I always think summer, always summertime.
Yeah,
I don't really go pale ale. It's normally one of those things that if you're out with your friends and stuff like that, and you go into like a beer garden or something, a pale ale is something that's it just feels and sounds and smells summery. Straight off the bat, for me.
Couldn't agree more. It is the scent of summer.
The scent of summer
and the taste of summer as well. It is sitting in your back garden, barbecue on, a couple of pale ales, delicious. Well, cheers, mate.
Cheers to you. Let's give it a go. You know when something will go down way too easy? I think that goes in that list of alcoholic beverages that go down too easy.
It is. It's got a classic IPA taste.
Nice tingle at the back.
A little bit of bitterness.
I like it. Obviously, what we'll do is we'll rate 1 to 5, favourite to worst at the end.
Yeah. But it's very light. It is very light, and like you say, I think you could drink quite a few of them.
Quite a few of them. Again, Ross, you live locally in Cumbria. How do you find it?
Cumbria is a great place. I think you take it for granted. We don't kind of realise what's on our doorstep. The beauty of the Lake District, a national wonder of the world. But because it's just a stone's throw away, you think you'd visit it more. But personally, as much as I love it, I'm not really a fell walker.
No.
Not really a hiker.
No.
And it's as expensive to go to the Lake District as it is to go to somewhere in Europe, and spend the weekend in Europe somewhere. Or,
it is.
Or even a weekend up in Edinburgh. That's a great thing about Carlisle as well. We're kind of close to, a few major cities.
We're a landing base.
We're a bit of mist between Manchester and Glasgow.
I know. Really. People say when you go north, I go, oh, I love going Manchester. That's not north.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They're southern softies.
Softies.
A bit like yourself, Jim.
Yeah, a little bit like me. I'm calling myself out here. No, but like you say, people go, oh, you live up in the Lake District. No, it's past that. You've gone past it, because obviously Carlisle doesn't count as the Lake District. It counts as Cumbria, but not Lake District.
Yeah,
so you have to they have to march back down again to get back into it.
Like you say, great links to get to Newcastle. An hour on the train, an hour 30 on the train up to Edinburgh.
Yeah.
I think a couple of hours drive, 2.5 hours drive to Manchester.
Yeah.
So
I like it. Like you say, I like living up here. So right, anyway, back to where we were. Yes, it's a good ale. I like it. We've gone through the bottle, we've shared it. So what are we saying? Recommended? I like it. I like it 100%.
Yeah, recommended.
I think the thing is, it's like I like ales. I do, and I especially like local ones. I think if you go for like the larger mainstream brands, they add a little bit for longevity because of travel, because of where it's got to go to. It takes the hint of like the actual naturalness of it. You know, not naming names, but you know the top brands. So I think like when you get these in bottles, you know, they live and they last and they just taste amazing straight out of a bottle.
Yeah, definitely.
Personally, might say, right.
With the bottle being brown as well, this is a little bit of trivia.
Beer fact?
Yeah, a little bit of trivia. Brown bottles, the last better, the better in the brown bottle, and they last a bit longer as well.
Because? You don't know the answer to that?
The light, apparently.
Okay.
So things in clear bottles, the light gets into them, whereas the brown bottle withholds the light a bit more and apparently makes it taste better.
Well, you got my vote. So I like that one. I do. I really do. So, that was Hawshead MOSAIC Pale Ale, 4%, made literally in Staveley. So not that far at all.
Local to Cumbria.
Local to Cumbria.
Is that your Cumbrian accent?
Yeah, I'm really bad.
Yeah.
I'm really bad. I try accents and in my head they sound really good. And then when you listen to them back, you think, oh, that's either really offensive. You know, people from Cumbria will not appreciate that whatsoever. So yeah, you've got that going for us. Right, here we go. Next
we have the MOWDY Pale Ale. I'm going to say MOWDY, I'm not sure.
MOWDY?
Might be MOWDY.
They can tell us in the comments.
Yeah. 500 mils again, 4% volume. Brewed by the Chaturday Brewing Company in Workington, so again local. Nothing short-sighted about this visionary beer. A hoppy goodness of California wrapped up in a British strength pale ale. The underground scene is where it's happening.
What?
Just ask our Moody brothers.
Moody brothers?
I think we had a song in the 60s, didn't they? We brew our beer in a shed where the farmer kept his tractor. We prefer to brew beer. Oh, that first beer.
But you got there, you were doing.
Yeah, that first beer was effective.
We brew our beer in the shed where the farmer kept his tractors. We prefer to brew the great beer than think of a cool name for our brewery. There's no dogma. It's about kicking back, drinking what you fancy, and having fun. We are Moody.
That's a great advert for them now.
No, it's Marks and Spencer's ish.
Yeah, it was very much so.
We've got branding. Right, let's get in on this. Woo!
Nice.
Your pouring skills are somewhat questionable.
Very much so. It's a bit darker, a bit more of an amber colour to this one.
Oh, we're doing a traffic light system. Yes. So, yeah, a lot darker. Well, I wouldn't say a lot darker. Sorry, that's improper to say that. It's a little bit darker than the first one.
It's more of a lager colour.
It's a lager colour. Ross has poured a magnificent head on it.
A what?
A magnificent head on it.
Thank you.
A magnificent head on it. Again, questionable pouring skills. Maybe I'll do the pouring skills going forward if you're going to be too drunk after 2 bottles.
It's only been 1 so far.
Yeah, that's the problem. Okay, so we'll give it a go. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
A lot smoother.
Oh,
I like that.
Oh, that's a different taste.
It's a lot smoother. There's barely any fizz in that at all.
No, there's no like real sharpness either, like afterwards at the back. The first one had like a nice tingle at the back. Don't get me wrong, I like that. But this one's smooth. Like, you know when you're taking a nice sip of a beer, you expect to get that kick at the back?
That's right,
There's no kick. It's really enjoyable.
There's no real bitterness to it.
No. Oh, wow.
But not that there's a great sweetness to it either, is there? Let's try it again.
It's not without, it's more... Oh my God. Yeah, you're waiting for that after kick at the back of your mouth, you know, like your jawline when you go, that's a bit bitter.
Yeah.
It isn't there. Is that dangerous?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it feels like it's missing something. It's great in itself, but does it feel like it's missing something, like what you've just said there. That little
A kick.
the little thing at the back of your throat. Yeah,
I don't know. I think because, as they've clearly said in their description of it, they've not gone fancy. They've not gone and tried, making the world's best pale ale, and spending billions on like an industrial size, factory or whatever. They've made it as it is, and I think for what it is, it holds up.
I think my issue is I'm comparing it to the first one, and I don't want to compare it. I want to compare it to itself.
Yes.
So
okay, so if we do like let's do a I like that rating. It's kind of like if when you go into a bar and someone recommends you something. So it's the first thing you drink as you go into a bar. Someone goes, "Oh, I'll try these before you have anything else. See what you think." Like you say, this was the first one that you picked up and you drank. I personally would be along the lines of, "Ooh, that's going to go down too easy."
Yeah.
Or that's dangerous. Again, we refer to like the pale ales as I do, like on a hot summer's day. You're sitting there, you want to quench your thirst. You don't want to be having that click at the back of your jawline. You want to be able to quench your thirst with something reasonably nice. That ticks the box for me. But
it is good. But in saying that, it doesn't taste like a traditional pale ale.
But that's maybe what they're going for.
Maybe.
I mean, obviously these guys know a bit more than what we do.
Of course,
I mean, so they're going for it. And like taste testing, if I was on the panel of like, in their brewery and they were like, "Oh, we've got to now do like a taste test between 20 people. What do you think?" I would be the guy with the thumbs up. I'd be the Chuck Norris thumbs up at the end. Like, yeah. I like this one personally. And I do get your objectiveness. It's not without merit because, again, there's nothing that says I'm either fruity, I'm sharp, I'm bitter. There's nothing that gives it a signature to say, "Hey, you'll recognise that from a mile away."
That, but maybe that is its distinctiveness, though.
Yeah, probably.
God, I've got a stutter. Yeah, it doesn't taste like a true pale ale. But
so maybe we judge it on the merit that because it's not what we expect it to be is what makes it different.
It's a surprise package.
It's a surprise package. If someone bought me like 6, 8 of these or said, happy birthday or whatever, and just bought me these, I would sit happily drinking those. I would not have any qualms about drinking it. But if you was comparing it to another pale ale that you've had in the past, yes, it's different.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very much different. So I'm going to say Tractor Shed Brewery. That's a yes from me, but X Factor style, are you on the fence? No golden buzzer.
I'm on the fence.
Okay.
I'm on the fence. I'm trying to think of, when I'm tasting it, I'm trying to think flavour-wise, what does it taste of? And not to be too poncy about it, you can smell vanilla and taste the oak and all those kind of things in beers and whiskies, but there's no real distinct flavour. It's a strange one, but I'm enjoying it.
That's the argument. They are both enjoyable, and they are very different. We're allowed to be objective. We don't work for the companies in no way, shape, or form, unless they decide to.
Well, don't get me wrong. If they wanted to send some free,
yeah, exactly.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm sure I'd learn to fall in love with it.
Yeah, but out of the two, at the moment, pale ale is the first one, for sure. That's a recognisable taste.
MOSAIC, yeah.
Yes.
Traditional pale ale.
And then the second one, I'm going to say it's different. I like it. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but that's what makes them different.
Yeah.
Are we agree with that?
Yeah.
Are we happy with it?
Yeah.
I'll drink the whole of that bottle because we've got a few to get through. SCAFELL Blonde. It's a hoppy blonde ale from Hesket Newmarket Brewery. I'll axe it. We are operatively owned microbrewery based in the Lake District National Park, established in 1988. We are one of the oldest microbreweries in Cumbria. I would say that's old, but I'm older than this brewery.
But it's still the oldest in Cumbria.
It's still the oldest in Cumbria. I'm not the oldest in Cumbria, thank God.
You're not a brewery.
And I'm not a brewery. You say that. I've made my own. You've tried it.
That is true, yeah. You do make a good
You've tried
homebrew.
the Treehouse Bar brew.
Yeah.
I can't see out one eye anymore.
The bell's paused.
Yeah, exactly. We'll give you a close up on that bottle. It's a nice simplistic design, but easily be recognisable on a shelf. That's the idea. It's nice. It's a nice clean label. There's no faff on the front.
Yeah, it's got the picture of Scafell Pike.
Exactly. And then in regards to, let's have a look. Brewed with a 50-50 blend of pale ale and lager malt. So this is where we're going to get a difference. This is our happy medium. To give a lighter beer to appeal to a wide variety of drinkers. Now we are representing the whole of the UK on this podcast. We are the wide variety. There's me and there's you.
Yeah.
So if we don't both like it, then the nation doesn't like it. And if we really like it, the nation loves it. And then if you like it and I don't like it, it's 50-50, like their blend. You see what I did there? You see what I did there?
What a segue.
I know, right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let you do the old videoing of the pour, because your pouring is shocking, Ross. I'm sorry. Do not become a bartender in any way, shape or form.
Hang on. Are you alright there? Do you need a hand?
No, I do need assistance. Right. So you'll see the difference on the video version of this through the pouring skills between me and Ross. Ross is smirking because he's like, "Oh my god, he's done me." Yeah.
He has, but
Of course I have. Of course I have.
well, I think all it proves is that I give better head than you.
We'll cut that out. Brothers. You know, like when someone goes, "Oh, I'm going to like release the raw footage."
Yeah.
How can we be cancelled on our first week? That's what I want to know. Okay, so we're back to the well recognisable light colour of a pale ale, correct?
Yes.
Are you
Seems
agreeing?
to be a lot of fizz in there.
There's a lot of fizz. It's like the lager fizz that you're expecting, because it says it's a 50-50 with lager malt, so that would explain it. So it's the pale ale colour with the lager look.
Yes.
Are we in agreement? That's probably what they're going for?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, cheers. It's got a lager smell.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. So now that's the aftertaste we was on about. It's got a bite. Did you get it?
Mm.
That's that lager bite. Again, it's different. It's different.
It is
Can we say different?
Yeah.
It's very different.
There's one word for it.
I know. I'm gonna have a few. So excuse me. Yeah, that's definitely that's my description of that's like out from the barrel in the pub kind of pale ale lager.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? It's like a cask thing. It's like straight out the like the old metal barrels job. That's what it tastes like. It's a lager. It's a quick lager.
That's it. There's a metallic taste to it.
Yes.
There is a metallic taste to it. When my first sip or mouthful,
Yeah.
and I don't want to slate it because it is quite nice. But
What I've said, we have to rate them as if it's your first one you're drinking, not against anything else. It's like, again, if somebody walks into the bar and says, "Oh, I'll get the pints in," and they bring this over to your table, are you thoroughly disappointed, okay,
right, well, this
good, or very, like the scale of
this
happy?
is what I would say then.
Yep.
If I'd walked into the bar
Yep.
and said, "Can I have one of those, please, barman?"
Yep.
Or barwoman. We're not sexist.
Person.
Bar person, yeah.
Bar toaster.
I would genuinely say, "Have you just had your lines cleaned?"
Oh.
And it tastes a bit chemically.
If they've been going for so long...
Is that harsh? I don't mean to be
No.
harsh.
If they've been going for so long, is there merit in saying that they've gone more from microbrewery to now a more mainstream brewery. They've upgraded their equipment to make more of it. They've upgraded their storage facility to keep it longer, make it longer, publicise it, stretch it further. Is it going further than Cumbria? You know, are they ruining the taste of it in the politest possible way by trying to make it last longer and go further?
Yeah, it tastes tinny to me. I'm not keen on that one.
No, but this is what we picked these deliberately to get different tastes. We picked them because we didn't want to just pick ones that we'd tried before or liked or whatever.
Yeah.
I've not tried any of these before, so this is a new experience for me.
This is just my opinion. Everyone's
Oh
got their
yeah,
own
God
taste.
yeah, no.
So to what I taste,
Yeah.
to somebody else it may taste.
I think
amazing.
out of the two of us, I'm definitely like the David Walliams and you're the Simon Cowell out of this situation. I'm giving everybody the benefit of the doubt, and you're very like cutthroat, which is probably needed. And that's why we get our happy medium. You downed it. You necked it, you drunk it, you didn't spit it out, which tells me that you would drink that. But are you thinking, lads on tour, quick lagers?
I'm trying.
You're not enjoying it, you're just getting it down here.
I'm trying to taste it, but I mean, I've drank it quick, but maybe it's too complex for me, and I don't understand it.
You're not sophisticated enough
Maybe.
to enjoy.
Where's the Fosters?
The SCAFELL Blonde? Yeah. You're not. SCAFELL Blonde. He's not sophisticated enough to enjoy your ale.
Yeah, that's it.
So we do apologise. That's probably what it is. But I won't go back for a second pour.
Well, I think that kind of says a lot of things.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Clear that one out. So there's them.
and I do like a blonde beer as well,
Yeah,
a blonde
yeah.
ale, but that one.
Right, so we're going on to. Oh, by the way, so thanks very much, SCAFELL Blonde. It's I'll happily drink it from me. Ross will tolerate.
Yeah,
So if we're being honest, but I like it, and I think that I would have to assess the room on their other ales that they have as well before I rip them off.
Yeah, and again,
it could just be a flavour. It's a hoppy blonde ale. It might just be this particular one that we're not in agreement with. But it doesn't mean that any of theirs.
I'd definitely try their other ales.
Oh god, yeah,
100%.
yeah. I mean, we've seen a few when we went to where we got them from. Yeah, 100%. I would like. Oh, it was like, I just picked one that I thought that the image itself stood out. That was plain enough that on camera it would be like you'd recognise it.
It's just an opinion as well,
Oh, God,
for what my taste for it isn't all that great, but to somebody else it might taste amazing. So
Right, rack them up. Right, yeah. Right, so we're on to our penultimate. Right, Great Corby Brewhouse Cumbria. For the old camera view, so we're just showing you there. What we got here. So this is the Brewhouse Cumbria Corby Blonde, light, floral, and refreshing. Brewed and packed in Cumbria, which is the idea. Medium-bodied blonde ale, softly bittered with hints of lemon and honey, and easy drinking Moorish ale. Now they've stated on there that it's easy drinking Moorish.
and there is a picture of it looks like a wasp, but it's probably supposed to be a bee for the honey, I'm guessing.
Yes, that would make more sense. Or it could just be, it could be the logo because
So it's 4% this one as well, is
this
it?
one's 4%.
And brewed, literally down the road.
Aye. Doo-doo-doo. Right. Am I getting my legendary pouring skills back out?
You need
Okay,
to.
I do, yeah. Here we go. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Slightly jealous, honey. Oh, my pouring skills are on point today. Woo-woo! Here we go.
Similar colour,
Again, because
similar
we're-
colour to the last blonde.
I'm guessing because we're on the old pale ale section of our tour, you'd expect the colours to be the way they are. But right, so let's get a little bit more of background before we go in. I want to see what's cracking here. Right, I'd like to say they didn't put much on there. Please drink responsibly, as always. Anybody listening to this now, please do not be drinking while driving if you're listening to our podcast. So obviously we know it has lemon and honey supposedly inside, and it's a little bit bitter. That's all they've given us on there. I'm guessing it's like, please view our website for more information, maybe. But other than that, we're going to go off what we can.
I do get a bit of.
Are you straight in without cheers?
No, I'm just smelling. I'm just having a little smell.
Okay, we'll have a sniff. Smell-o-vision. They still haven't done that yet since an old house party, have they? With the old scratching.
Yeah,
you remember that? I know, scratching
the sniff.
I'll give my age away.
Yeah.
I am 18 years old. Right.
Well, cheers then.
Okay, we're cheersing. Okay, groovy baby. Right, here we go. I went full. Ooh! Hello.
That is light.
I swigged the honey.
Yeah.
I swigged the honey.
At the very end, the honey comes through. Nice little sweetness to it. I really enjoy that.
We can't specify whether any bees were harmed in the making of this for the beeists. But I'm presuming not, because bees don't really get harmed through honeyizing. Honeyizing? It's just beekeeping. What's the word for honey? You know, it's like obviously beekeeping, because you keep bees.
Yeah.
But then obviously extracting the honey is like, oh, I'm just a beekeeper, which is like a given that we take the honey because that's how it rolls. But is there a word like I'm a bee and I's a baby? What? I don't know. Someone's going to comment and just go, it's cold. I'll be like, yeah, I know, I'm sorry.
Pair of idiots.
We are, and that's what makes this comical, because we are. The point of this podcast is that we are completely novice. We have no skill set whatsoever, other than that I built this mini bar in my back garden during lockdown, and then in turn Ross gravitated to it because it was open. It's like I just sniffed out the beer in my little bar in the back garden. But most of all, we are a couple of goofballs that genuinely like just chat and waffle and having like sharing time together. I like you. I tolerate you.
Yeah, ditto.
My wife's out. That's it. That's all I'm getting from you. Might have to start a GoFriend me. I'm getting. Anybody would like to replace Ross and his Simon Cowell ways for a softer, subtle opinion on ales, please do. That would be much appreciated.
And soft and subtle is a great way to describe that as well, by the way.
Oh, we're going to marketing now. It's gone full marketing mode.
I'm enjoying that one. I am. It doesn't have...
Maybe because I'm swigging it now because of the last one. I'm getting the honey. But it's just kind of like where they do like the old wine tasting. They're like, just sip it. Enjoy it, you know.
The honey comes through at the end, definitely. Lemon, more of a scent than a taste. But very, very...
You know when...
Subtle. Again, not meant to sound poncy, but it's a subtle...
It goes... It's nice. I like it. I like the fact that it's yes, it is, as they specify, a little bit bitter. But you've got the honey, the lemon... You can taste it all. You can taste that it's in there for sure.
I mean, it doesn't taste like a locket or a soother, you know?
No, I wouldn't recommend if you've got a sore throat and someone goes, oh, honey's good for that. You go, oh, well, actually, try a Corby Blonde. That's got honey in it.
And lemon.
Well, yeah, it's got honey and lemon in it. I wouldn't heat it up for a sore throat, that's for sure.
It's not a lem sip.
It's not a lem sip. Other brands are available.
But very sippable.
I like that. Do you know what I'm worse? I like this because we've gone lemon, honey, bitterness. I'm like, oh, that's really nice. I'm nervous about what's next.
Oh, don't be nervous.
I know, I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous. But anyway, so yes, great Corby Brew House.
I'll have a little bit more of that.
You've gone back. So you've
Top me up with that.
Have you survived your blonde? From the last round,
the SCAFELL.
Yeah, are you on the other side of it now? Are you okay?
Like I said, I mean, yeah, it maybe was a little harsh what I said.
See, now you're getting that whole kind of. Now you've done like the 5 stages of alcohol. You've got to the being brutal, and now you've got to the apologetic stage.
Yeah. Well, I'm
begging for the cab rider home with your takeaway. I didn't mean it.
It wasn't you, SCAFELL Blonde. It was me.
There we go. See. What it took was just somebody else to realise his mistakes. Oh God. Oh, right. So yeah, I'm not going back for more on this. because I know there's a little bit more in each of those, and then after the podcast I'll go back and give like a final verdict. I don't think it's a case of we're just going to go on social media and just go, you know, like top of the pops, dun, 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 you know, whatever it is. At number 5, do my best. What's his name? That does.
I nearly said a presenter that I shouldn't say.
No, it's not him. It's gonna bug me now. Does Top of the Pops? Well, he did the countdown, Pick of the Pops and stuff like that, isn't it?
Paul Gambaccino.
No, probably not.
Tony Blackburn.
Yes, Tony Blackburn's got the voice for radio.
He is.
He is
the
I
voice
know.
of radio.
I know. Do you know what people say about me? I've got a face for radio.
I'd agree.
Thanks. I'm glad you're listening on podcast, and those that are listening are watching the live video version of this.
I don't think there will be a live video.
No, I don't think no. The edits itself will limit it down to a TikTok. Here we go.
Yeah, I like that.
I like the way you move. That like the aftermath of the froth, the heady bit of the last one. This one doesn't have it. I've drunk this one and it's gone with it. It's less on mine. I don't know what yours is about, obviously, but because I poured it, maybe that's better.
Maybe
it's because I'm a little bit better of a bartender. But it sounded so good.
I think next time we try the gin and the
Are we just now purely on alcohol?
Yeah.
We've turned Chaturday Live into just drinking alcohol. Can we do like Sprite, Fanta, and Coke one week, just to
as
mix
long
it
as
up?
it's got some kind of gin.
Okay, this is where this is where you bring your part of the podcast. Right, I'm going for it. Let's get to it. Oh, Corby Blonde, we appreciate you. I liked it. I genuinely
like that too.
I like that. I do. Right, so okay, this is my my nervousness because it is coffee milk stout by Corby again. So this is probably going to be two ends of the scale. This is going to be something.
Well, this was a little. You know, we've kind of gone for pale
This is
ales.
the old curveball expression.
Yeah,
We've gone somewhere outside of our comfort zone to go for something that's a genuine, so this is smooth, creamy, and rich. Like smooth, creamy, and rich, you associate with like an Irish, the Irish brand that we all know in the black tin, right? Because the creaminess and yada yada yada. Right. So again, not too much. A full body smooth coffee milk stout with chocolate notes.
Oh.
Is that meant to make it better? The chocolate bit. They didn't specify that on the front.
No.
Surprise! Again, they don't give you much, but this is a 4.7, so they've out the park. They've gone for it. I'm guessing the chocolate knocked off the 3%, so it didn't have to be 5. So again, I believe these are all 500 milliliters, which is the standard. I'm guessing like for microbreweries, serving a pint is preferential, because that's what people want, and it is. So thank you. Don't go smaller. Don't go for those like little Budweiser,
a little schooner.
Yeah, right. Right. Okay. So let's pop and lock. Here we go. I can't even open it. There we go. We're in. Okay. So, I mean, it looks dark, but until we pour it, we don't know. Are we ready for this, Ross?
Ready for this one?
Okay. Y'all ready for this? Oh, look at that!
Oh, it's the colour of cola.
Oh! See, you speak about Coca-Cola or Pepsi. See, I frothed that one deliberately. I don't think it's going to set like the well-branded Irish thing that we were talking about.
No, it doesn't seem to need any time to settle, does it?
No, so we've gone straight in with it. Oh, yes. Straight off the bat, yeah, for our listeners, it is literally like it's like pouring Coca-Cola or Coke. Can we say Coca-Cola? We can say Coke because Coke is a thing, but Coca-Cola is a brand.
Roller cola.
It looks like that. It moves like that as well. It's not thick. It's not like a.
I mean, it definitely smells of coffee and chocolate.
Oh, you're not half wrong.
Well,
so you can have that. You can literally.
It is dark, yeah.
It is very. It is very dark. If you can imagine, like you say,
it's not even opaque. You can't see through it at all.
No, when they go all like, what is it? I mean, we're not really up to branded, but if we said the word Guinness, when they say, oh, it's a real Guinness when you hold it up to the light and it's a ruby colour, isn't that it? It's meant to have like a red tinge.
Is that
I could be the other way around. It could be like it's fake if it's red. But I know that something along those lines. Somebody told me at one point, if you can hold it up to the light, you'll get like a redness through it. This is actually you can hold it up and it's dark.
It is dark. I mean,
It is
there
dark.
is a little bit of ruby in there,
Yeah,
I suppose.
I don't know if that's a reflection off the bottom of that, but yeah, it's dark.
Hold it up directly into the light, and there is a bit of rubiness in there.
Don't go to the light. It's dark. It's 100% dark.
Yeah.
But I like it, right? So are we going for it?
Jay.
Well,
Cheers.
cheers already. Oh, it's double cheers now. It's bad luck. Is that like magpies or something? Oh, that's different. Oh my dear. Ooh, hello. That's different. Hang on. I went for the swig. I did. I went for it. Maybe I'll give it some justice. Hang on.
What's not to like? Coffee.
Are you now? Are we swapping roles now? Is this where you're
Chocolate.
going? Yeah, I like this one, and I'm going. Oh my god, I can see my future. You know.
Well,
Okay.
Like I say, what's not to like? Coffee, chocolate, beer. It's all there in one sumptuous glass. I couldn't drink a lot of them.
No. I don't know.
It's a nice dessert beer.
It's a dessert beer. I know when they go, oh, would you like a coffee after you've had your mains in a posh restaurant? You go,
Yeah.
yeah, and then they just bring this. This is your coffee.
It's like an espresso martini met a pint of Guinness.
Punched with mud. I don't know. Do you know, again, I'm like one of these, you know, I take the good. So, they weren't wrong on the bottle. It is literally... it is the coffee. It is coffee milk stout, and it tastes exactly like that. Coffee milk stout. The chocolate, I don't know if that's to take the sharpness off the coffee. I can't taste really the chocolate.
It's a little
part.
bit fizzier than Guinness. Oh, it is fizzier than Guinness.
Yeah, it's loose. Shall we say? It's not as thick.
Yeah, I mean the milk in there. I mean it's not as creamy as I thought. Well, not as. Again, I don't want to compare it to something else because it is.
So, because you've heard the word stout, and then we've gone coffee, because we've tried, like you say, the Guinness version
Well,
of
stout
the
is
coffee.
fizzy, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, but what we've done is you've gone, because we tried that coffee thing with the Guinness thing weeks ago, or whatever.
Yeah.
We've gone, oh, wasn't that nice? I mean, it was bearable. I liked it. Yeah, no, I could drink that. Yada yada yada. We're comparing it. Let's not compare it. Let's say what it is. Is it disgusting? No, it's most definitely not disgusting. Is it different? 100%. It's different. Is it for everybody? Probably not.
Probably not.
Is that why they did it? More than likely. It's a different variation. There's going to be somebody that works for Great Corby that went, I know what we'll do. And they go, oh, all right. You've seen it somewhere on the old tube. Tube. Can't know. Do I like it? I wouldn't say I like it. Would I drink it? Yes.
Would you go back for a second?
Most definitely not.
No.
I'm being honest. Not. But that's the whole point. My palate is different to everybody else's. Everybody has an opinion.
Of course, yeah.
But you're sipping away at it. You're enjoying it.
I'm enjoying it. I don't think I could have much more than one.
Really? Is it gonna sit heavy? Is that the one? Is this where they go? Oh, you don't want to drink that when you go. That's not a going out drink because it will sit heavy. It's a little bit full. It's an enjoyable.
It's not as heavy as the Irish stout.
Yeah.
But I mean, for what it is, yeah, it's like a dessert beer, ale,
Dessert
stout.
beer, ale, stout, chocolate, dessert,
chocolate, coffee. It tastes what it says.
Okay, all right. Great Corby, you've done it. You've done well. Where are you? Where's the Corby? Oh, that's it. Yeah. So the honey one I loved. The Guinness one not so much. But all in all, you're making something that is different to what we've tasted. So I'll give you that. So right,
they're all different.
they are.
What we've tasted.
Okay, so we're going to do that. I'm going to read them out. So, right, if you was to do your 1 to 5, that is not 1 to 5, which is the worst, which is the best. It's what we prefer. Because they're all really nice in their own way. I need to stress that. We picked them, and they do deserve the credibility that they deserve. So if I was to go, hey, which one do I prefer? we'll do yours first, and then we'll swap the bottles around. So
do mine first. Yeah, go on. Right.
Okay. Okay. Go on. Okay. So is this where you're thinking? So which way are you going? Is that 1 to 5? Which is this one?
From our right.
So. Okay. Right. So you're saying
the MOSAIC for me was my favourite.
It's the top.
If you want a pale ale, that's a real pale ale.
Okay, so he's calling the MOSAIC the top out of the 5. But again, we're not stressing that we don't like any of them. We like all of them in their own special way. But this one's the one you want to drink.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you liked the honey and lemon.
Honey and lemon. Enjoyed that one.
Okay, and then this one was the one that had the nothingness, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which was the tractor one.
Yeah. Do you know
are you swapping?
That,
okay, I'm just going to refer. So that's the nothingness because that's the tractor one. It didn't have that sharp bit. All right, so you went for the Guinness, not the Guinness. Sorry, the stouty coffee milk one.
Coffee milk chocolate one. Stout.
And then the tractor one is your 4th choice, and then today's final choice would have been the SCAFELL Blonde.
The SCAFELL Blonde.
Okay,
yeah. That's.
So that's your choice. That's Rosh's opinion.
And I don't know if it goes in size.
You have worked it out like it's kind of gone down. Okay, so that's your choice. Now, for me, I went this way. So I've gone Corby Blonde, the honey and lemon. I've gone the MOSAIC. I've gone the tractor. I've gone then the blonde, and then the stout at the end. That's me. So I've gone the Corby, Hawshead, tractor, and then I've gone the blonde from SCAFELL. Is it SCAFELL? Yeah, SCAFELL Blonde.
SCAFELL Blonde, yeah.
And then the Corby at the end. So it's weird because I've bookended it. Corby's honey and lemon was my top, but then also Corby's coffee chocolate milk.
Yeah.
At the other end. So it's weird, like you say, the one company could, like you say, they've made 2 very, very different ales. 2, and I guess this is probably the target what they went for, because I prefer one than the other, and somebody else would do it probably the other way around.
Yeah.
So that's my lineup. But all in all,
the only one with nothing left of is the MOSAIC.
Yeah, so we went for that. But I reckon it's probably because we started for it. We started with it, we tasted. We went proper all-in taste testing.
Yeah.
But saying that, like you say, I mean, I enjoyed them. I definitely enjoyed them. I enjoyed them all. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much for watching.
And listening.
And listening, for those that are listening on our...
Mainly listening, because I doubt there's going to be a video.
Maybe not. There's a lot of editing to be done. Thank you. And for those that enjoyed it and want us to do more of... It's not always going to be alcoholic based. It's more going to be...
Look, even if you don't want us to do more, we're going to come back anyway.
We're going to do it anyway, because we have to be out of the house for these certain times.
Learn to love us, like I'm going to make Jay learn to love this coffee milk stout.
Yeah, so next time I come on, there might just be Ross. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's been something a little bit interesting. We've given an honest review, and I must stress that all 5 were fantastic. Maybe but they just weren't. That's the whole point of a review. You can't like them all, and we've picked probably the 5 that probably did a really, really good separation today. I think we did well.
You know what? These are the 5 that stood out on the shelf to us as well.
So for marketing purposes, well done, because you've literally picked the 5 bottles that looked appealing to pick up.
Yeah.
So marketing-wise, you did well. Size-wise, the 500 millilitres, great idea, because obviously people will prefer the larger bottle. Taste-wise, it's not everyone's cup of tea, but that's the whole point of having the difference. So well done. I'd like to say again, thanks for watching.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. Leave a comment. Any haters, we love you too, because it just boosts our views. or listens or likes or comments or whatever. Thanks very much, and it's goodbye from him.
And goodbye from me.
We'll see you later. Bye bye.
similar comfort.
Since we're on the old pale ale section of our tour, this is probably going to be too in.
One for pale
Is this the
ales.
old curveball expression?
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
gone somewhere else.